Hi guys. Well, it's Memorial Day, and I thought, well, I'll give you a quick update what's going on. Um, First of all, thank you, thank you, thank you. You did it again. I've got another payment. I hadn't been on for a while, so I forgot to tell you. We got, I don't remember, it's a little over $100 again in December. So I donated that money to a young fella, a high school kid that they found has cancer, and they had a fundraiser in my community, so we used our YouTube money for that. And I got another one just last week. So St. Jude's, that money's going to St. Jude's. So thank you so much. Well, I thought while I was out roaming around, I'll show you what I've been up to. Not much, but try to keep busy. I went out earlier and harvested some garlic. It's actually too early, but my little chickens got in the garlic patch and kind of flattened some down, and some dried up on their own. They didn't do real well, but they're enough, and I'll show you here what I got. I'm just setting them out here to dry, but they're not real big. They didn't go in. There's maybe 3 cloves in that bulb. Some of them didn't do a whole lot. And I harvested a few green onions. So since those had died down, I went ahead and pulled up that garlic. And this stuff I'll chop up and make into garlic powder. And you've all seen me do that. Let me take you over and show you a new little friend I have. Okay, that little fellow over there is my bucket calf. He was pulled. We had to pull him, and then Mama didn't want him, so I've had him on a bottle for a couple months. You can tell he's content because he's just sitting there chewing his cud. This poor little guy is partially blind, and he's excited because I'm here. And don't worry, he's not. He's just overly excited right now because he wants to see me. I would get real close, but he goes to button me because he wants to nurse. Come here. Come here, Beefy. See, he's trying to suck on my fingers. And I'll be bringing a bottle out for him in a couple hours. He gets 1 bottle a day and grain, and then he's got a water bucket here, and then he comes out and he eats grass. I want to get goats for little lawnmowers, but he's doing a good job. He was out in the cattle pens by himself, and I just felt sorry for him, so I wanted him up here at the house so he could play with the dogs and play with me. Here's my garlic bed. I've picked, probably a little over half. This is what didn't get smashed over. And the reason I went ahead and dug those others, as you can see, I've got straw mulch, and it was making it hard to find when they dry up and fall over. Sometimes the tops will completely, dry up into hardly nothing. So I decided I'd better get out here and get them picked or dug up. Don't want to pull them, but dig them up. So hopefully these will keep on growing and I'll get bigger bulbs. Well, I didn't plant as many tomatoes this year as I have in the past. I don't even remember how many's here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 Roma. And I've got down on the end a couple slicers. I don't remember what they are. But then over in another bed I've got some heirloom tomatoes, which is what I'm most excited. I'm trying something new, so y'all are going to have to help me out. I have never ever tied up tomato plants. I don't know how to do it. So we'll see. But we put these fence posts in here at each one. And I guess I'm just going to keep tying and we'll see what happens. We kind of got tired of picking up big old tomato plants last year and getting the tomatoes out. We always have a good harvest, but it was getting to be kind of hard on our backs. And not to mention there was a snake. Had some rain, which causes the weeds to grow. So just ignore that. I've been out here a little bit weeding. I need to come in and do a lot more. I got carrots, okra, and then after that, I am not sure what I have planted in here. I've got a little chart in the house. Right now it looks like I've got weeds that are doing beautiful. That is something volunteer. I'm going to let it go ahead and come out and I'll see what I got. I know I didn't plant any viney things here. And these are my onions. And yes, I know they're planted really close because, as you saw, I dug up a few green onion, and the weeds are taking over like crazy. But the onions are big enough now that once I get the weeds out, I can start putting down some mulch. These are my potatoes, and each one of these sticks, the old farmer went to one of our big cities, Dodge City, and called me and said that seed potatoes were on sale. And I said, okay, get a couple pounds. So he came home with 8 or 9 pounds. So we have a lot of potatoes. And how I do it is I go between and I hill up dirt on either side. And I'm still trying to decide if I'm just going to keep hilling or if I'm going to put straw. You can barely see little rows here. That is broom corn. Every year we like to try something new. So I don't know if the old farmer's going to be having me make brooms or what. And then this is my pumpkin patch. Got a hill there, 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 and there. And it's just all different varieties. A friend gave me those seeds. They're supposed to be pink pumpkins, so we'll see. These are my heirloom tomatoes that I planted here. And I planted them there because it didn't look like the watermelon was going to come up. So I thought, well, I'm going to stick these heirlooms here. Well, now I've got 2 watermelons coming up. So, oh well, you know how I am. Then I've got 1, 2, 3. There's a row of lettuce, different variety of lettuce. All that green stuff is weeds. That's cantaloupe. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of spinach. 1, 2 rows of cilantro. And this year I decided to plant a few peppers. We're weenies, you know it. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bell pepper, 1 jalapeno pepper, and then I saw a pimento pepper plant. Never planted them before, but it said it's really mild, and so we'll give that a try. I plant jalapeno peppers mostly so I can make jalapeno jelly. As you can see, you've probably noticed I've got cattle panels laid out. Doesn't always work, but these dispersed in between with weeds. But these are going to be my green beans. I planted pinto beans. They're doing very well. These I just brought, this half I broadcast just to see. I thought it would be easier just to throw them in there and kind of broadcast, but no, it wasn't. So I know now to plant them in rows. But that's that. And there you go. That's my garden tour. And I guess I'll end up out here by my chickens. Kind of bad news. Oh, by the way, this is quarantine hair. 5 more days. Zip, get her cut off. I've had kind of a bad couple months. I had a whole lot more chickens. I can't remember now how many. I had 9 ducks, and one of the hen ducks had laid a clutch of eggs and was setting on them. We had 3 or 4 huge snakes. They were like 5 and 6 feet long. Get in and eat the eggs. I think by the time it was done, there were only 4 eggs left. Genesis 3:14-15. Don't ask any questions. The snakes are gone. And then we had raccoons. They've killed the 9 hens, and they've killed close to 15 of my chickens. I'm down to just 5 layers. All winter I've been hatching out baby chicks, and so luckily I had like 19 of them, I think. I think I had 19 and they're 4 or 5 months old. So the roosters are just starting to crow. The hens are going to start laying in about a month or two, and the raccoons have killed most of them. So I think I'm down to 4 hens and 4, maybe 5 roosters. The roosters, of course, will go in the pot. So anyway, guys, that's what I've been up to, and a few more things. Oh, I forgot to show you my little wheat crop. Well, guys, I walked around the corner and there's a bunch of wild turkeys. They're kind of used to us, so they don't freak out too much. But they're here in the yard all the time. They come up and eat out of my bird feeders. Okay, this is the wheat field I told you about. It's not very big. It's only about 20 acres. But I talked the old farmer into putting in some wheat again this year because I need more wheat straw for my garden and my chickens. And then, of course, I need more wheat because I think most of you know that I grind the wheat to make my own flour. Okay, guys, well, that's what I've been up to. So, thanks for watching. Oh, and thank you so much. Because of you watching my videos, that helps me to get more money to donate. So I'll be sending the money to St. Jude's from this time's check. So thanks a lot. And thank you for all the new subscribers. I don't know where they came from, but all of a sudden I had a bunch of new subs. So thank you so much. I'll see you around. Have a great day.